What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Episode 3. This is the recap, and I'm going to try my best to go over all the key points in this episode. If I miss anything, you guys let me know. And man, overall, I think this was a solid episode. I think they toned it down a little bit more in Episode 3. Tried to show us more context on how, his mother is really thinking and how she's really moving out here on these streets. And in Episode 3, we saw just that, man. Of course, we saw things between Kanan and Jukebox. They both had their own little issues that they had to deal with. And of course, your boy, Detective Howard, he has some certain issues that, I think is going to be very important down the stretch of this season. So we're definitely going to talk about that in this recap. You guys make sure you checked out the playlist. Continue to keep yourself updated on all the latest power news. So let's get into it, man. This episode begins off with your boy Scrappy. Of course, the corners are being hit. Detective Howard, they're going around. They done hit Rock's corners. And this is probably what Unique probably wanted, right? He probably wanted this to happen. So that way, Rock's regular customers can start going out and trying to buy from Unique instead, right? This is at least what, Rock and Lulu was talking about when they was in that car. Now, Detective Howard, he's entirely too tired to catch Scrappy. Scrappy is just too young, too fast, and he is destined to get away. And he was not about to get caught. Now, Detective Howard stopped, which pretty much was a sign of fatigue, which we know down the line when we find out in the episode he is sick. He has cancer, which is very sad for him. But at the end of the day, it's going to make his job even worse. Now, your boy Symphony is clapping those cheeks once again. Part 2. And this time it's to Jodeci. You know what I'm saying? You already know how it was back then with Jodeci. And he ain't playing around. Looks like she really likes this dude, man. Now, Kanan, of course, he's in his room. He's looking at, of course, the program of his boy D Wiz. And you already know he's in his feelings. He's like, man, this could have been me. And it could have been him easily. I mean, very easily, right? But it was his boy D Wiz. And you already know he's feeling some type of way about this. And he's going to continue to feel some type of way about it. Now, as Kanan is getting ready for school, he walks in and he sees Symphony up on the computer. And he's like, man, like, who are you and why are you here? Of course, that's because Rock told Symphony he can stay there and he can get his work done on their computer. And Kanan is just very confused. Rock comes in and she's like, look, I invite whoever I want up into my house, plain and simple. You don't tell me who can come up in here. And pretty much makes him apologize to Symphony. But Symphony is like, man, I don't blame him for coming at me like that. Especially since I got my shirt off and stuff like that. He don't know who I am. It's very explainable, in understanding why he did what he did. But we know Rock was pissed off. She's like, look, you don't tell me how to raise my son. She was pissed off. And once again, she's telling Kanan, look, I bring who I want to bring in my house. You need to just focus on going to school. We know that Kanan had the forces with the D Wiz. He wrote that on his shoe. This dude really, misses his boy, man. This dude was a ride or die, and he was willing to do whatever it takes to, get the job done and get the job done for his crew. And of course, Rock tells him, look, you got to continue to do what we've been doing. It easily could have been you. This is why I wanted you to go to that school. And Kanan's still not having it. He's like, man, screw that school. I don't really care about that school like that, right? Then we get to the captain. Because we know this captain right here, this is a guy that's been pumping to Detective Howard that he don't care about this small stuff. These corners and all that stuff. He wants some big fish. He wants something very big. And he's not playing around. Detective Howard understands this. And Detective Burke understands that their job could be on the line if they don't bring him something very, very soon. And it has to be something big this time around, not just these corners. Speaking of the corners, we know that Rock, we know that Lulu and Uncle Marvin are very pissed off because they ain't got no more corners because everybody has been hemmed up. They have to pretty much sit out. And of course, they find out that Dean, who is the connect, ain't really trying to do business with them until Rock goes and has a conversation with them. And Rock is pretty much telling Lulu, we got to up our business. We have to do something else to fix this. Now, your girl Rock, she goes and she meets with Dean. We figure out who he is, the connect, quiet, cool, and of course, violent, like your boy Kanan said. He tells Rock, look, he's not trying to get in between any type of issues you have with Unique. He's just all about business. He also says, you know, they can't keep having what happened as far as those corners being hit, because if that's the case, you know, things may just change as far as the business. Now, Rock, as she's walking out, she's making a connection with this, I believe his name is Smurf, and he works for, of course, Dean. She is trying to set things up because she wants to have the upper hand on the competition. And she's planting her seed right here so that way later on in the episode, she can, you know, continue her game plan and strategy as far as, you know, putting your boy Unique up out of business for a little bit, right? Now, your boy Detective Howard figures out or finds out that he has cancer. He kind of plays it off like it wasn't really that big of an issue. She's trying to tell him he needs to contact family members. Maybe they can help out and stuff like that. But he says he don't really have family. He's not really cool with them like that. So it does seem kind of sad. Hopefully Detective Howard can figure out something down the line, but he's going to need some help. He goes back into the car. He lets Detective Burke know, like, look, you ain't supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? You only here because of who you know, and that's it. He said, these guys and these cops, these people on these streets, they respect me. They know I don't play. What about you? I'm telling you right now, Detective Burke, she's going to become a beast. Detective Howard is going to make this girl very, very dangerous. She's not going to be anything to play with very soon. Trust me. He's going to continue to groom her, and she's going to be damn near crazy when it's all said and done. Now, we get to Nicole and Jukebox. They at the mall, and it's time to record another 90s classic. 2 occasions, man. And I'm going to tell you right now, your girl Nicole, she can sing too. She was, you know what I'm saying, holding it down for real until Jukebox got her rhythm right, and then they start killing it, man. Very good scene. Once again, your girl Jukebox is dominating when it comes to this singing stuff. And I hope they continue to show her talents, man. But I want to see what's going to happen. What prevents her to say, you know what, I'm done with music? And that's the sad thing, man, because she's very talented. Now, Nicole really does like Jukebox. She doesn't want Jukebox going out getting into trouble, but we know that Jukebox, you know, she's going to continue to go out there and do this. This is the lifestyle that she has chose. It is sad how it all ended for your girl, but hey, it is what it is. Then we get to Tony Deep and Marvin. Of course, she is thanking Marvin for what he did in the last episode, stepping up for her and things like that. Marvin, of course, has got her another dog, and she's happy. She's like, man, like, you're doing a whole lot for me. You really like me, of course. You know, you act like you're big and bad, but you really have a heart. And Tony Deep pretty much is going to let Marvin know why they call her Tony Deep. Trust me, he gonna find out. He's about to find out for sure. I don't know about clapping those cheeks, but something else getting clapped. Trust me, your boy Marvin definitely had a solid episode in this scene. Probably was his favorite episode all along, because if I was in his position, I would have kept saying retake. We got to redo that again. Now we get back to Jukebox and Nicole, and as I just told you guys earlier, Nicole, you know, she makes it quite aware, like, look, I know you out there stealing clothes and stuff like that. You don't have to do that. I just want you to just kick it with me. Now, you could tell that Jukebox really wanted to be with Nicole, but she has to go out and do what she's been doing, and that is kick it with her low-life crew and continue to get this money and continue to get these clothes. I mean, this is the lifestyle she has chosen, right? Now we get to Davina and your boy Kanan. And once again, Davina's like, look, just tell me the truth. What's going on with D-Wiz? Did he shoot Bucko 20? And Kanan's like, look, I heard things like that, but they got the wrong person, man. Whoever did this to D-Wiz, they got the wrong person. It wasn't him. You know, he's pretty much sorry for what happened. At the same time, he is trying to help out Davina. He sees that she has a drill. I believe it's her father's drill that she had, that she's trying to sell to get money for diapers and groceries and stuff like that. Kanan sees that, and he's like, man, I got to get out on this block. I got to make this money because I want to get things for my girl. Davina is going to be mine, and I got to look out for this girl. So that's Kanan's motivation. Now, as I told you guys earlier, Rock was setting that plant, at least planting that seed as far as Smurf, and trying to get him to, of course, take this money. That way he can move down south and, of course, give her information about the drop. We talking about Unique, right? He's trying to re-up. Rock is able to get the place and the time of where and when this this deal is going to go down. And this is what she's going to use later on in the episode and give to Detective Howard. Now, Jukebox and her crew, the Low Light crew, which you guys have said back in the 90s, this is what they did. They boosted clothes, and this is how they did it. Now, of course, this time around, I guess the leader, the guy that got the information, his name was Rip, the guy that Jukebox got into an argument with, on this particular scene. They go in, they're getting all the clothes, and then one of the officers steps up, and Rip starts beating him down. Now, I can understand knocking him down and hitting him, making sure he was cool, not a threat. But this dude damn near was about to catch a body in this scene. And Jukebox has to step up and tell him, like, look, he's good. And this dude is pretty much running his mouth towards Jukebox until she pulled out that knife and let him know, like, look, you don't know who you talking to. You don't know who you messing with. Like, I ain't you. Trust me. Hopefully this does not come back on Jukebox. We saw the guy down there. He was kind of looking, but at the same time, he was still out of it. It does show that Jukebox does have some type of heart, and that, maybe this crew that she's rolling with ain't the best deal. We definitely want to find out as the season goes. Now, Rock meets up with Detective Howard, and we understand that the Detective Howard, what he's doing, he's playing both sides of the fence. Rock tells him, look, I have information on the drop. Once you go and figure it out, do what you're supposed to do. Use a cop. Do your job. And, of course, Detective Howard was like, man, that's crazy, because I've been trying to take you down all this time, and now you giving me information? All right, we gonna see. Then we get to your boy, Crown. Yes, your boy is here. Music producer. Of course, Lulu has been knowing this dude since high school. And it's crazy because Lulu knows more about music and software more than this dude from the looks of it. Well, Crown just wants to get high, of course, and produce hits. Now, your girl Jessica is there. She's trying to put her brother on Famous, trying to plug his talents. But at the same time, she's showing some interest in Crown. And your boy Lulu ain't really feeling this. And he will address this later on in the episode. Now, Uncle Marvin and Kanan have a conversation. Kanan is pretty much telling him, look, I can help you out. I can help you get closer with my mom. Let her, pretty much let you get more corners and stuff like that. All you got to do is help me get this money, put me out there on the block. And Marvin at first thought about it, and then he's like, all right, let's see what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Gives Kanan some product and pretty much tells him, look, go out there and make some money. We're going to see what you can do. You know what I'm saying? So now Kanan has to go out and actually make some money, and we're going to see how he's going to do this. I mean, I would say his first little try wasn't that bad, but I believe he probably could have made a little bit more money. At least that's how Jukebox put it out there. But hey, that's just me. Now, speaking of Jukebox, she's kicking it with Rock. And of course, Rock was looking at the whole D-Wiz obituary and things like that, his little program. And, the two start talking about dating and stuff like that. Now, Jukebox didn't really say who she was messing with. All Rock knows is she has somebody that she's very attracted to. And Rock tells her, look, I have somebody that I like as well, and we should feel good. We need this in our life. Plain and simple. The two are having a bonding moment. Your girl, Rock, really loves her niece, and I'm eager to see how this bond continues to grow throughout the season. Now, Jessica lets your boy Lulu know, look, he has nothing to worry about. She was just wanting to, put her brother on. That's it. That he knows more about music than Crown. And that, this whole thing that you're doing with the drugs and all that, you're bigger than that. You're better than that. And that, this whole music thing may be your way out of all of this. And Lulu was thinking, like, man, you don't really know me like that. But at the same time, I believe he's probably thinking like she might be right. You know what I'm saying? Because he does have a lot of knowledge about the music game. Now, we get to Kanan, Jukebox, Famous. They all out on the block, of course. we know Kanan is about to make his first deal. Now, Jukebox was trying to tell him, look, you can get more money from these white people, plain and simple. But Kanan wants to do things the way he wants to do it. He just wants to make some money. That way he can use this money to support and help himself, his mom, and of course, as of right now, Davina. And he does. He makes his first little sale. And, I say, okay, that's cool. But he still has a lot to learn. Now, he does go and buy some groceries and stuff for Davina. Lets her know, look, he got her. And she's happy. And then, of course, Kanan says, you know what? I'm going to go in for the kill. You know what I'm saying? He feels like Davina is his girl right now, especially since Bucko 20 is out of the picture. You know what I'm saying? So now Kanan says, look, I'm going to go for the kill. Reaches in, goes for the kiss. And hey, as I told you guys, they will bond even more. Ever since she got kicked out of school, Kanan has been pressing, and it's finally working out. So we're going to see what's going to happen, man. I'm telling you right now, it's going to get worse eventually. Now, we get to Unique's crew. They out, pretty much waiting for this re-up. This is what they've been waiting on. Detective Howard has the information that he got from Rock. This is the big catch that his captain has pretty much told him they need it, right? Their jobs are pretty much on the line if they keep having this small stuff. So now they have the big one. And, of course, Unique's crew get caught slipping, get caught making a deal. And, of course, Detective Howard and his whole crew, they come in, boom, catch him. And the look that Detective Howard had on his face, he was like, man, it's like he wanted to do it, but at the end of the day, he was like, man, it really is Unique's crew. Like, dang. Because he made the deal with Unique as far as taking down Rock. And he pretty much told Rock, look, I'm trying to take you down, but you're trying to help me out. So that's why it makes it very weird. But hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It goes to show that Detective Howard is willing to put his job first and catch whoever is caught slipping out there on those streets. Now we get to your girl Rock and, of course, Symphony. Once again, it's a three-peat. This time they playing some Freddie Jackson. I mean, this dude is on a three-peat. He done clapped the cheeks 3 times. I'm like, okay, she really liked this dude. Now, Rock does apologize to Symphony, tells him, look, she's sorry how she came at him earlier as far as how to raise Kanan or give him advice and stuff like that. She says she just had him at 16 and her whole life, everybody's always told her how to do this and that. And, she makes it very understandable on why she said what she said. But Symphony understands. He's like, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? I understand. No pressure. Plain and simple. So the two are having a great connection. We're going to see how this goes down the line. Now we get to your boy Unique. And man, he ain't having the best episode. As I told you guys in my final predictions, he ain't going to have the best episode. He understands that his corners are hit. He ain't making no money. He understands this. And makes it worse is, of course, your boy Marvin rolls by and looks right at him and lets him know pretty much like, look, we got you. We got you. And we got these corners, bro. We making this money. Unique is pissed off. You already know that he's already plotting and planning and he's getting ready to make his move, which will be happening in episode 4. Then we get to your girl Rock. She takes Kanan to go visit D-Wiz and his mom, what she told him she's going to do earlier on in the episode. And man, you got to be a cold person to go to the place, to the person's house, the family that you took out. You took out her son pretty much. One of you guys said she pulled a Bishop on Juice. Because we know Bishop, he took out Raheem, right? He popped up at the funeral, the reception. And he hugged Raheem's mom, talking about, we don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, she pulled a straight Bishop out there. And your boy Kanan looking like Q, like, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what really happened. But Kanan doesn't really know that his mom set this up. But then again, does he? You know what I'm saying? You really don't know, because the way she moves, Kanan is starting to understand how his mom moves and starting to understand, like, she has some deep, dark secrets of her own. And I believe he's going to really find out about these things probably in the next episode, right? Or it's going to come very soon on how she's really moving. But Kanan, he was very emotional in that scene. His mom was speaking some facts about D-Wiz, and emotions started getting very high. But she did pull a straight up Bishop up in that scene right there. At the end of the day, this episode to me was a solid episode. It did tone it down a little bit from the first 2 episodes. We got more context out of episode 3 as far as how Rock really is trying to move out there. You see it right now. The girl is trying to move in a way that's going to be deadly for her competition. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to come back in this very next episode. Your boy Unique is not going to play around. He understands that, okay, y'all want to play like this? I thought we had some type of deal going on, but y'all want to play around. Okay, so let's play. The Connect already told Rock he's not trying to get in between any beefs that you may have with Unique. And I'm going to tell you right now, he don't want no wars going on either. He doesn't want all that loud stuff. It goes to show you that he don't want it, because after those blocks got cleared out, he told her, look, we're going to stop. We're going to stop moving this weight. And Rock had to talk to him like, look, can you continue to let the faucet run? So the next time that happens or anything worse happens, he's probably going to be like, look, we just going to stop this completely, because the last thing that I want is all this noise. He doesn't want all of that. So I'm eager to see how Dean's going to take all this when he figures out that this little, competition, battle, war that's going on between Rock and Unique, when it gets out of hand, I just want to know how he's going to behave. And I won't be surprised if he says, you know what, I got to cut y'all both off, because I'm not trying to deal with this, and find someone else. And if that is the case, if they ain't eating, this war is really going to get deadly. So we're going to see how this all unfolds, and especially how Kanan is going to get more involved in all of this, and how Kanan is going to react when he finds out the secrets that his mom is trying to hide. And of course, once Davina finds out the secret Kanan is keeping from her as far as what really happened to Bucko 20. But you guys let me know, man, what do you think about episode 3? I will be dropping the episode 4 what to expect video for you guys tomorrow, so get ready, be prepared for that video. We're going to talk about it, because it's going to be some different things that's going to be happening, man, in episode 4. Your boy Unique will be coming back for revenge, and he ain't going to be playing around. Trust me. It's about to be probably another explosive episode, and I can't wait to see how it all is going to play out. But thank you guys for all the love, all the support, and I will continue to give you guys more Power Book 3 Raising Kanan content in the future. But let me get on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.